Hi, welcome back to WJZ at 9. So we're actually in Middle River, right next to Martin State Airport, but this is the Essex.
They consider this the Essex shop, but it's a Middle River, 21220.
Never let geography get in the way of a good Baltimore County highway salt dome.
That's right.
Again, thanks for joining us.
Well,
it's amazing when you stand next to one of these. Shout out State Highways. We've done a lot of work with them, and you can't imagine how massive these are. And there's the spinner, and we're talking about salt today. Explain to the folks what you were explaining to K2 and I a bit earlier.
So this is the salt box, and basically there's an auger in here that drops the salt into the spinner.
And we've all seen that as the truck goes by, it's laying salt down on the road. But what are we doing to lessen the environmental impact of all that salt, which eventually ends up in the Chesapeake Bay?
Sure. So they figured out the best method for it, and the amount, which is 500 pounds per mile. So our trucks are set to do that.
So hold on a second. So everybody watching, and we can extrapolate this out to other counties besides Baltimore County. Shout out Baltimore County for always helping us out on these stories. For every lane mile, north and south or east and west, there's going to be 500 pounds of salt.
Right.
So we've lessened the amount down to 500?
My truck could do 1,000 if I needed to. But 500 pounds, if when you're spreading it out, you might be doing a lane and a half. So 500 pounds across the mile, it's less than you think, but it's still a lot.
But just for example, Baltimore County, we have about 30 seconds. How many lane miles in Baltimore County?
Oh, there's well over 3,000.
Well, think of how much salt now, folks, is getting thrown on the ground, which eventually ends up in the Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, that is environmental impact, pal.
Right. We have access to 93,000 tons. We have 17 domes, and Baltimore County is a big county.
All right, but now you start throwing out other big counties. Harford County.
Sure.
Anne Arundel County. I mean, Howard County is not small, but when you look at the state, it's one of the more medium-sized counties. Wow, we're going to have more coming up next half hour with Baltimore County and talking about, Meg, how when it snows, they're trying to make the environment a whole lot better for all of us while keeping us all safe. It is like walking on thin ice.
That's right.
Nice pun on my part. You can go ahead and congratulate me. Meg McNamara, good morning. How are you? Always good having you in the studio.
Always good to be here, Marty. I will happily congratulate you, especially because I accidentally cut you off a few minutes ago.
All right, welcome back. WJZ at 9. Don Stifler of Baltimore County Highways with us. We've been standing here doing what guys do when looking at trucks. It's just a big toy for us. But I'm noticing how clean this is. I'm noticing how clean the front loader is over to my left, camera right. What do you like run these things through Flagship Car Wash? I mean, how do you?
If we could set that up, that'd be great.
How do these things get this clean?
Regular hose and a lot of scrubbing.
A lot of scrubbing. This thing is gigantic.
Yeah, and they're always this clean. They're always this clean.
Said no one ever. Hey, listen, you told me something that I find fascinating. The white lines of doom, when you put those down, it's for a different weather forecast than if you're going to put down salt. Tell the folks this. It's you can be your own first alert meteorologist by what you see on the roads. Listen to this.
Right. So if you're seeing the lines on the road, the brine lines, we're putting those down only if it's going to be a snow event. If it's not going to be a snow event, and even if it's going to change over to snow, and it begins with rain, obviously the rain's going to wash it off. So there's no sense of putting it down. So we're preparing for snow when you see the lines.
So if it's a wintry mix, it's going to be the salt.
Right. Well, we'll brine first, and then we'll salt later if it turns to ice and what have you.
But my point is, when you see the white lines of doom, as I call them, that is almost a guaranteed all snow event.
More than likely accumulation. Yep.
That is, so it's almost...
Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Not only a great song about the Temptations, but also what you're going to need to prepare for over the next 12 hours.
That's right.
That's kind of wild. Hey, thanks for the information this morning.
Absolutely.
And again, the reason we came out was to talk about what we did last half hour, and that is how the county and counties are lessening the environmental impact of all that salt that's being put down on the roads. 15 seconds. Tell them once again, per lane mile, how much salt actually goes on that road.
500 pounds per lane mile.
That is
And
absolutely.
that's an industry standard which we go by.
That is crazy. All right, well, for the next couple weeks anyway, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about snow, but you know for a fact it's on the way at some point before opening day at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Let's go ahead and throw it back to TV Hill.
All right, Marty, thank you very much. Getting ready for the season.